midwave clear. Having the Minotaur as well as the Juicin naturally should have very good clears.
It's a good clear, sustainable clear, but it takes a wee bit longer. Because look, Mikey cleared much faster, and I guess that's
didn't go in for it.
I guess that's just a range issue, you know. Like Mikey deals more reliable damage from afar, all the while Shocker needs to put himself at a disadvantage. If y'all are questioning and wondering what kind of emblems you put on Clint, this is an assassin emblem, Clint, with Swift and Master Assassin. So he wants to duel. Daylight knows that what they did in Game 1 is going to happen here. For about 5 or 6 minutes, it's just you and me, RenXK.
He does have the range, at least in the light of the passive, right? But in the meantime, quick taunt onto Shocker forces the flicker.
Even before the turtle spawns, about 20 seconds from now, Mumu and Mia, let's talk about this duel here. Pre-ult, and then even before big team fights and ganks, yeah, no, Mumu's gonna bully Meow here.
Meow would realistically be able to be a good fighter the moment that he gets himself the War Axe. And I believe that the direction for Legion Esports is also double bruiser from Meow plus Joga. So as long as he gets that, he's just going in the lanes, clear that fast. And you can notice, of course, CramGod joins in the fray as well.
Fast rotation here by the Mongolz, not wasting much time. First to the turtle, they're spacing out Shocker, CramGod as well. Joe got nowhere to be seen.
Turtle's HP is already down to 1/3 and doesn't seem like things are going to be good for Legion Esports. Zetsu takes the turtle very simple and very easily. Legion Esports didn't even try to contest for that.
Clean take by the Mongolz. This does put them up by about 100, 200 gold. And now Zetsu steals away a small camp, so it's adding up. Now Meow put down a third of his health, fourth to regen. Mumu's bullying him. It's the same story up until, yes, you mentioned, up until the War Axe.
The moment that the War Axe comes in, you'll be happy. But I also do want to know Mumu's itemization route, right? Because naturally, you'll probably want to go for the book first. But having the Dom eyes for this game might actually be a lot more important, considering the fact that you're going up against a Minotaur too.
That, and one might argue a rogue Dreadnought armor. Just like a little Dreadnought armor. Because you're fighting off against a lot of physical. Here comes Joga.
Speaking of which, it is going to be the physical damage. It's just going to be flying around to the side of Mumu. Mumu decides to go a little bit more to the western side, only to meet up with CramGod, allowing the CramGod to actually be the one to get the first blood.
He put up a wall between Shenlin and Mumu. He was literally a bouncer. He blocked the entry to the retreat.
No, big boy. He's a big boy. He's kind of a scary boy as well.
A huge boy.
Man, oh man. Not a way that I thought that Legion Esports will get the first blood. But hey, a win is a win and a kill is a kill. Legion Esports kind of seems as though they're playing very passively despite having a Clint in a roster along with that... Lancelot.
Yeah, it's not time. They're fast when it matters. Minoan Fury up top!
Minoan Fury is just going to be putting on to Zetsu, and he's taking a lot and too much pot shots coming in from the turret. Daylight taking the last hit. Shocker joins into the fray, gets himself the second kill of the... or rather, the third kill of the game for Legion Esports.
I'm shocked they didn't like the way you called them passive. We'll show you passive. It was the Mongolz. It was actually the proactive party there. But instead, it was the Mongolz who got punished. Legion Esports now 3 kills on the board. Nothing for the Mongolz. This puts the Vietnamese squad up by 1,000. They're first to the scene. Second turtle spawning upper quarter.
Active movements coming in from Esmeralda, clearing the proxy down to the bottom lane. But in the meantime, the turtle to be taken down by Joga. So 1 for 1 each for now. Meow is currently going to be in the middle of the big fight. He's taking a little bit too much damage from the side of Makey, but RenXK gets himself that 1 kill. Mumu continues on forward, getting himself Daylight, and Shocker takes a quick sprint, but it doesn't seem like he will be able to run away from the grasp of Mumu.
There's a fighting lineup from the Mongolz. They actually welcomed Meow, and once they saw that Shocker and Daylight did not have a front line, went straight for it. CramGod was just way too far to help him. I think with CramGod in the vicinity, they would have been able to help, but even just a motivation roar, right? That could have changed the tides of battle for Legion, but here we are now. The Mongolz finally fighting back, closing the gap.
Yep, looking good actually. We're looking at about 200 gold differences only. When it comes down to gold laners against one another, is right down the wire. They're completely not going for anyone, but Lancelot, he's happy.
Yep, and then the clapback from the Mongolz, a good chunk of their gold lead is coming from Mumu. So expect that Mumu will be making the most of this, because it's the only thing they can do right now, given that Mikey and RenXK are still building up their farm. I wonder what Mumu's building. Shenlin gets caught out here. This is a very crowded Y brush.
Oh! Three-man traction pulse. It forces Shocker to go straight in and out of it. When it comes down to Crimson Beacon, Kremgod takes the Vanguard, be in the front line. While Zetsu slams them out of nowhere. A big home run with a 2-man's Appraisal's Wrath.
The Mongols run through them once again, even with Kremgod in that Y brush. I could have been mistaken. Nothing a Motivation Roar could do. Mumu, nothing home. He's tried to go ahead and hit that blind Falling Star Moon, but Meow still gets away with it. The Mongols picking up the pace now.
This is a tough game for Legion Esports, right? The fact that there are so many of these AoE that clipped multiple targets, that is massive value. 3-man traction pulses, we don't see that a lot. And especially since they managed to force Shocker into the flicker in the fight before that, Shocker didn't even have any way to really just realistically get out.
Nope. At point blank range too. Mikey was very close to it. It's just, I think the Mongols, they decided to comms. We're going for the fight now. Turtle going over to the Mongols here because the rest of Legion Esports gets pushed out. Definite power spike here for the team at match point. This is looking dire for Legion.
Joga currently at level 10 as opposed to Zetsu at level 9. But yet, because of the fact that there is just no way that they can get control, Zetsu got a very free Turtle out of all of that.
It's a matter of role difference. This is an assassin. You're looking at a core in Joga. Well, Zetsu's just happy to help. Zetsu's here to finish fights off, taunt members of Legion, and to take objectives. That's all he wants to do. Shocker, at about 7.5 minutes, picks up the glowing wand. What else does he have in his kit? I'm pretty sure he should have more.
No way that's his first item, right?
Yeah.
Please don't tell me it's the Sky Piercer.
Not first.
Because Sky Piercer is cheap, right?
It is. It's 1,500.
Yeah, so if he's only getting the glowing wand right now, that means that he got something relatively
where else
cost effective.
Oh, he went for Elegant Gem and a fully built Tough Boots, which makes sense. I get it, but this just exacerbates the fact that Legion Esports are down on economy. Save for Joga, maybe a lot of them are starving. Now in comes the rest of the Mongols.
And Zetsu is just going to be the one that's just hoping that he will be able to hold the ground pretty well, while RinSK dealt quite a bit of damage over to the side of Daylight and Shocker.
Mikey!
But Mikey, right in the face of Meow, this guy can't tank for nuts anymore because 4-man congregates right over to Meow. He went a little bit too far, but perhaps Legion Esports, they realized, okay, without Meow, we gotta fall back a little bit. Taunt onto Joga. He wasn't really quite managed to iframe that, but the Phantom Execution gets him right out of that.
Mind you, that was a 5v4. In the bottom lane, Mumu was working on proxying that wave, cutting it from behind the tier 2 so he can get that chubby wave to take care of the turret. Oh,
drags the pulse into the Appraisal's Wrath, allowing Mumu to pick up the final hit down on the Kremgod. Yet another stagger, which is big, considering that the Lord's coming up soon.
Oh no, the Mongols are pushing it further and further. They're stepping on it, pedal to the metal. They're up now by about 5,000 in gold, more than that. RinSK picking up that Berserker's Fury. Abstract, this is why the Mongols like Iritel and not Granger. You can't do this with Granger. You can't lean hard into fights and take advantage of your innate advantage, economically speaking, positionally speaking, macro-wise, with a Granger. Because with a Granger, you got to take it slow. There is a natural ramp-up to your power spike.
Yep.
But for Iritel, you can just keep forcing fights like this.
Just press a button and big numbers, big plays.
It's the way of the Mongols.
The way of the Mongols. With now getting themselves the Lord that will be marching probably straight down the, it will be straight down the middle. All 3 of these inhibitors still have their holy defense. It is only 9 minutes in though. Usually first Lord, we just want to take down all the exteriors. But considering the fact that it is all gone, and we're looking at about 7,000 gold lead for the side of the Mongols, it is not a tall order for them to get at least 1 inhibitor.
Yeah, bare minimum, these holy defenses pop.
Yep.
And that's, what, 2 minutes you lost out on potentially a wave taking care of itself.
Yep.
Legion Esports now have to find a way to punish, and this is the best time to do it inside their base, when they have a little bit of an extra kick out of these turrets. If the Mongols overstay their welcome, then 1 or 2 dudes are dying for sure. But if it'll cost Legion Esports as well, we're about to find out. Lord crashes into mid. All holy defenses down. Joga picking a fight.
And he's just going to be all the way straight in. The iframe allows him to get away along with a couple of punches, while Meow just going to be right in the bastion. Takes more than half HP down, but he's not going to go down just yet. A good amount of traction pulse from the side of Kremgod, but the only thing that Mongols want is just a couple of pokes here and there. Deal enough damage to the turrets.
Good chunk of the Mongols are also put at 1/3 of their health. But again, unfortunately, and almost unfairly, the Matilda, Shenlin heals them all up back, topping up their health, and they're still here forcing the issue, assaulting this bottom lane. The siege continues, just about a 10th left in this bottom lane inhibitor, and I get why the Mongols are putting pressure here, Abstract. It's because they want to push it in. Oh no, Red XK!
But the guiding wind pulls Red XK away. Joga looking for the opportunity, and he will able to clip him with the Dawn Rose. With Cram got taking the last hit, but unfortunately Traction Pulp pulls Cram got a little bit backwards. As such, he's going to be the tank for Shocker. It's fine though, as the rest of the members from the Legion Esports, all 4 of them, will push the rest of Mongols in various directions.
That is how Legion Esports claps back. Again, underneath their inhibitor, when there's a little bit of extra firepower, a little more kick to make up for the 6,000, 7,000 goal lead, now down to just 5. I'll tell you now, it looks like the Mongols got blinded by ambition. Like they wanted to push that bottom lane so bad that they forgot, oh no, Red XK!
But to be honest though, at least for the Mongols, they guarantee a turret down at the bottom as long as they escort the Lord with that charge. So it's still something, right? But in the meantime, down the bottom, they caught daylight! Not the best way for Legion Esports, unfortunately. Great traction pulse.
Night, daylight. I'm not so sure if the Mongols counted his flicker to be out, or they were really just waiting for someone to expose themselves so that they can once again push this inhibitor down bottom, say goodbye, mid lane up on the docket as well. Joga still just trying his darndest.
Oh man, bottom lane T3 down. The Lord is now made available, and it's almost a guarantee in the middle lane T3 as well if they are able to bring the Lord in. But I will say that Legion Esports, the best case scenario is to lose 1 turret, because I don't think they can defend against this.
Clean take here. The Mongols score a free Lord, and with the economy they gain, RenXK gets his great Dragon Spear. Oh, you know the Irtel is winning. You know that the Mongols know they're ahead because they're just picking up an item that is Win More. That's an item called Win More because it doesn't give you anything while you're on the back foot, but gives you everything you need when you just want to run through your opponents.
So now the Mongols, let's take a look at their items, right? We've got the Irithel that more or less have got 4 full items built, just 1 more to fully build up, as compared to the Clint with only the Endless Battle, the Sea Halberd, and the Malefic Gun. But hold on a second, looks like they've got a big traction pulse, followed up with Mumu. They managed to catch 2, but killed 1. That's a big one for Shaka. As now the Lord is going to be marching down to the bottom lane, while Meow is hoping they will be able to do something over to the side of Mickey as a Ren SK. But Joga finds himself taken down. The Lord is just going to be